I was going to do a whole good introduction. I was going to let the introduction rock, but I'm not. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Muzzles of podcast. I honestly was taking a break, right? Because sometimes I realize that I keep saying this every single time I come on that I was taking a break. And I was taking a break because sometimes you just need that time in order for you to just, regroup. You know what I'm saying? Re-strategize, rethink things. And that's pretty much what I was doing. I was breaking, I was re-strategizing. I was like, okay, here's how we're going to do this. This is what we're going to do with this, blah, 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 all that other good stuff, whatever. But every so often, I realize that in all my breaking, sometimes I just have to come on here and get some stuff up off my chest. And that's exactly what I'm going to do tonight, right? Because one of the things that I've honestly do not understand in this world of social media, I can definitely understand if you respectfully do not agree with someone's post, someone's comment, someone's whatever. I am all for dialogue. I am all for conversation. I am all for conversing. I'm all for differences of opinions. I am all for all things that will bring about conversation, that will bring about change, all that good stuff, right? I'm all for it. But what I'm not for is disrespect, right? And at the end of the day, nobody on my page is a teenager outside of my nephew, and he don't comment on shit that I put on social media at all. He barely even follows Facebook unless we tag him in a picture or something like that. He does not follow Facebook. So as adults, I would think that we would be able to have adult conversations, adult content without adults being petty, being disrespectful, being rude, being crude, or anything like that. Like, I would think that we should be able to have conversation. And what I am realizing is that as adults, we literally lack in the ability to intelligently have a conversation without telling someone what you think they're doing. And as grown adults, we shouldn't even be on that level. I've been told, you reaching. Who the hell are you to tell me I'm reaching on anything, because you don't have the mental ability to comprehend nor understand? I am baffled by the comment. And you know what also baffles me? It's like, okay, we don't agree. And guess what? I am not one of those that we just going to agree to disagree. I don't care that we don't agree. Agree or not, it doesn't make, because at the end of the day, I don't expect everybody to have my thoughts. They're mine. They came from the dome. And they also came from actually having understanding and education. Okay. Now, one of the things about Nikia, I post stuff to cause conversation. That's what I do. It's to get people to gather and have a conversation. This is what podcasting, all this stuff is about. When you on social media, the point of social media is to be what? Social. Y'all can't even be social right virtually. How we don't know how to virtually be social? In 2022, we haven't figured out how to virtually be social yet, how to virtually just be cordial yet, how to virtually just be like, you know what, You know how many posts I bypass on a daily basis because I'm like, You know how many times I might go to share something, but I want to share it with an opposing opinion. And I'm like, why am I sharing someone else's content with an opposing opinion on they wrote it. That's their thought. Nah, I'm not doing that. Nah, I'm not doing that. But some of y'all will literally come up on someone else's post and you be downright disrespectful. And you don't view it as disrespectful because your ass is naturally disrespectful. You're naturally condescending. You naturally do not have a thought of your own. So you think to come on someone else's shit and post your own little comment because you literally have no real engaging conversation on your own page. I realize this because let me tell you what I do. Every single time someone thinks they're going to come up on my, and especially if I don't know you, and you come up in my comment section and you say some real flip stuff, the first thing I do is I go and look at your page and look at what you write and see that you write a bunch of nothing. And see that you literally don't even have conversation. And see that you literally don't even have your own original thought. And at that point right there, I'm like, I ain't even saying nothing back to you. I have happily welcomed some, I don't know who that man was, that he was a friend of mine, I guess, on this good book. I happily welcomed him off my page and then unfriended him. I sure did. Hi, Gail.
Hey, what's up? What's popping?
It's just getting stuff off your chest today,
Oh, yeah, we need to do that.
Mm-hmm. Hold up, because now my camera want to act stupid. I got to switch cameras. Hold up.
All right.
Because it don't like this camera. So it's like that camera only work when it's one person, and then when two people come on, it gets slow and stupid.
Ah.
Yeah, that's what it does. So it gets slow and stupid when two people come on. So then I got to switch off the camera. You know what I'm saying? But at wherever the heck I was just at, but I will like you might like, and at the end, and let me say this, right? I have my page public for a reason because I personally don't care, right? My page is public. It is not just friends only or anything like that. My page is public. So I actually welcome all of the commentary. But when you want to sit up there and you want to be disrespectful and you want to be condescending and you want to try and throw out some little fake ass warning to me, let me explain something to everybody. Gail, do I not? One thing I do I not research shit before I actually post it, especially if I'm generating conversation?
True.
I will literally, before I post anything, I'm going to look it up and I'm going to be like, you know what? Let me see what's going on with this. There are some things that I have literally waited to post and be like, I'm not going to post this yet. Something don't seem right. Let me hold off on this. Let me just figure all this stuff out. Boom. And then next thing you know, I'll see, here comes it. I knew something wasn't right with this. I am very cognizant of that. Number one, because social media has the ability to take people down.
It does.
It has the ability to ruin someone's character, someone's integrity. And I'm like, I don't really know if I want to be a part of that type of a monster. So I don't necessarily partake in it. So I'll be very careful with what I do and what I post. Now, if I have a very strong conviction about something and that conviction turns out to be wrong, I will admit that and keep it moving and be like, I got that bad. All right, fine, whatever, right? And keep it moving. That's what I do across the board. But y'all have thoroughly got on my nerves today. Yesterday and today. Yesterday I posted something. I actually shared a post that I agreed with, right? And the post was about tithing. And it was basically telling the people, if you still think that you're supposed to tithe under the laws of Malachi, basically you already got it wrong, because in 2 Corinthians, we already know what it says. We're supposed to give out of the abundance of our heart. Our giving is based on a condition of our heart, not based on a law. Two completely different concepts of how we give. One under grace, the other under the law. And I posted it, and someone whom I actually think is a friend, you know what I'm saying, commented and told me that I don't need to just be posting stuff because it sounds good. Since when the hell have I ever just posted anything because it sounds good?
Well, so here's my issue. Y'all keep on giving. Y'all keep on tithing and following the law. The Bible says, then you will be judged under the law.
All of them too. Not just them little fake 10 commandments y'all keep just reading. There's more laws than them 10.
Right. So if that is the path that you choose, Go ahead on. No one's saying that you shouldn't. Go ahead on, but just understand that you're going to be judged under the law. But if you go under grace, you're going to be judged under grace. So I'd rather give out of the abundance of my heart so I can continually be judged under grace. That's a real simple fix. You know, y'all go ahead on and do what y'all feel is best for you, because it also talks in the Bible. I don't know why I want to be in the Bible so deep today, but that's where you put me at, kid. Don't offend nobody. If you choose to eat meat and the other person doesn't choose to eat meat, you go ahead on and you eat that meat. I just choose not to eat the meat. But see, here's the issue. People don't read those scriptures. They forgot about those scriptures. So, you know, that's where conflict comes in at.
It always comes in there with how they cherry pick what they want to tell people what we should believe. Now at the end, I called it a tithe lie. That's what I call it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to be careful calling something a lie in the Bible. Nothing in the Bible was a lie. That's false. There's a lot of things that was changed and written in the Bible that is not true, right? Now, as a student of the word, I'm fully aware of that. So no, God ain't going to come and strike me down. God ain't going to do anything to me because I'm actually exposing a truth, because we've been taught a lie. There's a difference, right? Now, what I don't do, I don't shove that thought or that way of thinking upon anyone. I'm not telling you, I will never tell a person, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. But the minute I say something, you're wrong, you're wrong. Study. It's just that simple. Study. Because last time I checked, the Bible says, study to show thyself approved unto God. A workman needeth not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Okay. That's the last time I checked, right? So if I say study, I don't care what, listen, what these people eat don't make me shit. What you drink don't make me pee. It's just that simple. I don't care what anybody does. Truth be told. But on my page, I can post my own opinion, because I don't come on your pages with all of your little incorrect doctrine and start ripping the shreds, the stuff that you keep saying. I don't do that.
Yeah. So this is like, get it off your chest.
Get it off.
Here's my issue with folk. Folk not open. Folk just still stuck in a dogmatic religious mindset, which is killing the people, right? So you can't have conversations with them because they're just not open to expanding and learning more outside of the Bible, more outside of the scriptures. And so, you know, it makes it difficult being the people that we are, because we're about expansion and people are about stick to this one set of way of doing things. And we are not a monolithic group. Sorry about that. Can y'all still hear me?
I can hear you now.
Hold on, I can't hear y'all. Hold on.
Yeah, so Gail can't hear us, but we can hear her, but it's okay. She's gonna get her sound back. But can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I was about to just do that.
Okay.
Can you hear me now? Good. Okay.
Yeah, got a call. That's what that was about. Because I'm not gonna be on here long. I gotta hang out. So
Well, enjoy your hangout.
I'm in a little bit. Which is, you know, but what I'm saying is, you know, it's difficult for people like us who God has been expanding our relationship outside of religion, when you have to continuously bump heads with individuals who do not want to learn, who do not want to expand, and do not want to gain wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
Yeah, and let me say this. And I'm perfectly okay with people staying deaf, dumb, and blind. I really am. I am perfectly okay with anyone that does not want to expand or go be or truthfully understand beyond what they've been taught, because these are the things that have been passed down, right? There are so many things that sound so true and sound so good, but it's really a bunch of garbage, right? And I'm perfectly okay if you're happy with receiving and digesting and then regurgitating that garbage. But if I put something on my page that you happen to not agree with,
keep scrolling.
either keep scrolling or you gotta say, you know, I don't really get with this, and keep it moving. But to tell me and be like, cool, but I'm still paying my tithes, God bless. Don't curse me with your God bless.
Yeah.
That's not, don't do that. Don't use that God bless and think that you cursing me. Don't curse me with your God bless. Don't insult my intelligence by thinking that I'm just posting something because it sounds good. I'm not that person. I have the intelligence factor in order to post something that I know that it's actually factually true, whether you choose to believe it or not. But we have to be very careful with how we approach people because we believe something different. How many posts do I see every single day with people posting about tithing? The only post I ever questioned was one post this girl shared, and it was because these people was running around talking about you blessed because you tithe. I said, where's that at? Where's that at? Because the truth of the matter, if you're basing that on Malachi, he was really talking about actual meat in a storehouse, which was a warehouse where they stored all the actual meat. So what are y'all talking about? And that's the problem. Y'all have taken so many different things out of context, right? And you try to you try to recontextualize the actual scripture to make it fit what you're trying to make it fit, and it makes absolutely no sense, because in real context they were really talking about meat. Meat is not a substitute or a new word for money. It never was, it never will be, it never has been. But these are the things. So then y'all get mad at me for saying something different.
Right.
And the blessing from heaven was rain. So I really be trying to understand this logic that is so backwards and so full of this charismatic prosperity gospel, right? That really truly gets you nowhere. All y'all do is shout, and you have no real word base. Sorry, you don't. What you have is a bunch of falsehoods to get you emotionally happy. And if that's what satisfies you, that's perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not here to change your satisfaction. I'm really not. Because like I said earlier, what I eat don't make you shit neither. You know what I'm saying? So let me eat what I eat and you eat what you eat, and we be in harmony with what we eat. But what I'm not going to do with a lot of you religious buffs is continue to vibe low where you at because you mad at where I'm at. I'm up here and I'm not coming down for nobody. That's that. That's how that's going to work. Okay. Because I'm not. Okay. Now, let me do this because some of y'all have gotten on my last nerve. Okay. Now, because my nerve was struck, when my nerves get struck, I create PowerPoints. Okay. Because this what we, Gail.
I understand.
Comprehension. What does the screen say comprehension is? The action or capability of understanding something. The understanding and the interpretation of what is read. To be able to accurately understand written material relies on two interconnected abilities. Oh, what are these abilities? Word reading and language comprehension. Language comprehension, the ability to understand the meaning of the words and sentences. Oh, what does that mean? Together. Let me say this. I said we clearly got a reading comprehension problem going on this good social media street, okay? Because I literally can post one thing and somehow, some way, that word or whatever I said will be twisted up, flipped, shaken, whatever the case may be, because you fail to understand the simple concept of comprehension. This is basic freaking elementary school. For you to pass reading, you had to learn reading comprehension. If I say one thing, that's exactly what I said. All I did, I posted a freaking post of a flyer from a Shekinah Glory Theological Seminary and Institute. Okay. All I did was post a flyer. And let me say this, right? When I post the flyer, I didn't even really look to see who was on the flyer. I didn't read all this little fine print. Yes, did I see Jesse Jackson? I did. All I seen was Jehoiakim, whatever the fuck, whatever. I didn't even know that was Waka Flocka. Let's be real, right? So all I said was, what is an honorary professorship degree of philanthropy? I was like, and what is this honorary? What? I was just like, what is all of this stuff and coming from where? Right? So I say in my good post, what the hell are y'all doing? What the hell is an honorary professorship degree? And then I said, you know what? I'm gonna go live tonight because I'm about over all this honorary stuff, right? I don't know. I can't see who Facebook user is, but yes, they definitely want me to be wrong so that they can manipulate my words. And this is why I said we're going to talk about comprehension on this good evening, okay? Because I can't deal with this level, right? Trinette, thank you, because comprehension is definitely a huge problem on social media because everybody want to take things the way they want to take it because it's how I feel. This is how I perceive what you said. I don't give two F's about your perception of what I said. I said what I said. It is very clear in good English for what I said. Somehow, some way, I got accused in this post of trying to take credit away from a Black man. Let's get one thing straight. I didn't even see that it was Waka Flocka or whoever that was in that honorary professorship or whatever the case may be. I didn't even see it because that was so far from my realm of what I was really trying to get at. My point was in that post, okay, was about how what we have here, okay, is a lack of freaking understanding, okay? What does it mean to understand? Having insight or good judgment. Sympathetically aware of other people's feelings, tolerant and forgiveness. The ability to understand something. Comprehension. That's why I did comprehension first, okay? The psychological process related to an abstract or physical object, such as a person, situation, or message, whereby one is able to use concepts to model that object. Wow. A relation between the knower and an object of understanding. Why is it that we can't understand simple shit? All I was saying was this. To give somebody an honorary, I literally just got my degree from Rutgers University, right? And I sat through the ceremony where two people were giving honorary doctorate degrees, right? Now, to be given an honorary doctorate degree, you cannot use doctor in your title because you are not a doctor. You did not earn that. How many people do we see in these fake church ministry schools going by Dr. So-and-so because they received an honorary doctorate degree? It is false. It is erroneous. You cannot do that. That's number freaking one. Number two, when an honorary, I am fully aware of when an honorary degree is given and what it means. It's given to someone that was not a student because they did what? Something important, right? I am perfectly aware of all of that. It celebrates their achievement. It is honestly an award. That's what it is. It's like an honor and an award. It's not an actual degree, although they use the term honorary degree. But it's not something that can be listed under what? Education, because you did not earn it by going to school. Now, since y'all wanted to yell at me about Waka Flocka's honorary professorship degree in philanthropy, all they basically did was say, you're an honorary professor. Why? Because he gives seminars and a whole bunch of other stuff. That's perfectly fine, but that was not my point. I'm not taking away that man's contribution to society and philanthropy. I'm not doing none of that. That was not my point. My point was, when you actually look up that school or institute, it's not even a real school or an institute. It's not accredited. It is not accredited. It is not nationally accredited. It is not regionally accredited. There is nothing about the U.S. Department of Education, because at the end of the day, to go to that school, to get that honorary degree in a professorship, he had to pay about $2,000 to get it. Look on the website. Honorary degrees are given, not something that you have to pay for. Look on the website. And the truth of the matter is, no one's taken away what any of these people. We know Reverend Jesse Jackson, one of our major leaders in civil rights. Do you really think I care whether he has an honorary doctorate degree of civil rights and activism and philanthropy from this Shekinah glory, whatever the case may be? I don't care about none of that stuff. My point is that we throw around this honorary degree stuff like it's just everybody here. You get an honorary, you get an honorary, you get an honorary. No. Because that honorary is not even coming from an actual accredited school. It's not accredited. I don't care what church creates it. It's not accredited. That was like, you know what? Truth be told, when I was in a good Baptist church and we had to go to the seminary school, and I was like, well, how are we paying for this? Like, is this, can we get financial aid for it? No, we're not accredited under the U.S. Department of Education. We're not regionally, nor are we nationally accredited. We're not accredited with the actual Department of Ed in this region. That's what that means when it says regional accreditation. Rutgers, Duke, Seton Hall, regional accreditation. NYU, regional. Schools like DeVry, national. Why? Because they focus on a trade. These little church schools, except for New York Theological and Seminary, let's be real. New York Theological and Seminary is a .edu school. That's why half these schools running around here are in a .edu school, because they're not regionally accredited by no one. They have this fake accreditation that runs around here, okay? And what they try and tell you, I think, what the heck, the Trans World or somebody like that, which is some international organization that accredits these church schools that you still need to pay for out of pocket because they're not a .edu school. And guess what? Perfectly fine if that's what you choose to do. But you can't run around here calling yourself a damn doctor, because you're not. And that's the problem that I have. It's like trying to explain that. I could care less who they was awarding this stuff to. I don't care. You pay. Listen, some of y'all paid to be a bishop. You ain't real. Ask anyone in the church. They'll tell you, oh, you got that off online, huh? How much you paid to become that? And they don't even acknowledge you. So I'm saying the very same thing, but y'all got mad because y'all thought I'm coming for what? I don't care about no waka flocka flame. I don't care. I really don't. I was literally just I was honestly talking about the school. That's what I was talking about. I wasn't even talking about the individual people, but y'all zoned in and then tried to put something on me that's not even in me. Like as if I would try and take credit away from a black man. Who the fuck y'all think I am that I would try and take credit away from a black man? Since when have I ever stood for that? That was offensive as fuck, to be honest. Yeah, because I was angry about that. Don't ever put nothing on me that's against my character. That's not in my character. I will never bring down a black man, ever. I was talking about the school that's not accredited. Period. And when you go on the website and you see that someone had to pay to get that, honorary, you pay through your service of life. Your life spoke for you. So they said, hey, I'm giving you this honorary degree because your life is speaking. Everything that you're doing is saying something. Everything that you have done has moved something, has changed something. You are this. Someone had the all damn audacity to comment on there talking about some Pulitzer Prize and Nobel Peace Prize. They might as well take those, stand in a league of their own. So when we want to give people these honorary degrees, they should stand in the league of their own. Come up with a name for that stuff, but stop giving out all these honorary degrees, especially if you're not a U.S. Department of Education funded or whatever facility. You should not be allowed to give anything that's honorary. You just shouldn't. You know how many of y'all church people I see come on here talking about you doctor this and doctor that, and you don't have not one bit of an earned degree? You're not a doctor. Period. It's not earned. .edu. And it's a shame how many people had to sit up here and defend their dissertation, write out hundreds of pages. All you did was take a couple classes. That's a slap in the face. That was my point. It had nothing to do with who's pictured on here. I don't care about none of them people. It had everything to do with what it was. But y'all decided, oh, we're going to go on attack mode today. And I said, oh, okay. It's amazing to me how I could put up a post about a man having an inappropriate relationship with a child, and that received maybe 20 comments, but a post with me just talking about an accreditation can get over 90 comments. How is that even possible? How is that even logical? People just, and that's why I said it one day. I'm convinced some of y'all just read to respond. You don't read to comprehend. You don't read to understand. You just read to respond. Since when have I ever been against a black man? Not never. Ain't not never. And I don't like being accused of such either. So that goes for, let me find this person, Jermaine Brown. That goes for you. And I hope you listening or you listen to the replay, because it really goes for you, Jermaine Brown. Because you literally took my whole post somewhere where it didn't even need to go. Wasn't even talking about Waka Flocka. Could care less about a Waka or a Flocka, okay? The hell I care for if he get an honorary any damn thing, okay? This the same person that couldn't even be faithful to his wife. The hell I care for. And the church giving him an honorary professorship in philanthropy. What do I care for? Hell, I could talk about that. How y'all honor people that can't even have the simple act of common decency. Stupid. How about that? How you could be everything for the streets, but you couldn't be that for your damn wife. How about that? That made me mad. Y'all be, and this is why I be trying to be real calm, cool, and collected. Y'all done made me have to create a whole PowerPoint. Okay. PowerPoint. I was like, you know what? Okay, since they won't play, bust out this good PowerPoint because y'all done got me all types of upset and stuff. And I'm trying to be calm, cool, collected, and put together and wait to relaunch this whole thing differently. And I got to come on here because y'all want to accuse me of shit that I ain't even say. Then another person on this Cora Jakes situation. Let's talk about it. Okay. Let's talk about Cora Jakes. Okay. Let me say this. All right. I ain't never on this side, on this good earth, am I ever going to stand for anybody to sexually abuse a child? So I put up the post, but I put up the post in such a way where I'm asking the church a question. Why are you blaming the church? Who the fuck said I was blaming the church? We don't understand when a person is caught. So if anybody has watched me in this, probably this last month, I literally been talking about predators in the church. Regardless of the fact that this man married into a family, he was still in the church. I am simply posing a question for the church. At what point will it become uncomfortable for sexual predators to be in the church? I was asking a question. Read the story, said, okay, now let me pose some questions, right? Because what I don't understand is why we don't have the same level of outrage y'all folks had about me questioning an honorary degree that's not even real is the same amount of outrage we should have when we find that there is a sexual predator in the church. I can't find no outrage. All I see is a bunch of people saying a whole bunch of nonsense, okay? I'm asking a question. This is what I do. I've been doing this. I've been doing that. Now I'm going to draw this good thought together and let me ask you a question. Why? Because it's to get people thinking. At what point will we break our comfortability in this dysfunctional ass shit? Because it's dysfunctional. And I'm saying I agree with good old Cora Jakes. I am not saying that. I saw her literally vehemently attack a man that literally helps patients with alopecia. And I watched her attack this man because he's gay. So I am not a Cora Jakes fan by far. Okay. However, I am a supporter and an advocate for all children. And when there's a claim of sexual abuse of a child, I'm all in it. Because guess what? It had been going on. When she came out with her divorce, what did she say? She said, due to personal reasons. Now you saying the personal reasons was the fact that you found out that this man was having inappropriate relationship with your adopted child. So we covered it for months. Tell the truth. Mm-hmm. Now it's public because we got the mugshot and we see the charges. So now it's public and we could talk about it. So why the hell can't we talk about it? So I'm going to say this. Whoever watches good replay or this other extra shit, y'all can get the off my page if you cannot understand my commentary. And I mean this wholeheartedly. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to ask whatever uncomfortable question that is going to piss you all the way off. I'm going to do it because someone has to. We're too afraid to ask the church at large a question. At what point will we be tired? I said to someone the other day, I said, at the end of the day, the reason why this stuff keeps growing is because we feed it. Whatever we feed shall grow. Whatever we starve shall die. A lot of this dysfunctional crap that goes on is because we feed it. Half of y'all, a lot of y'all, feed it with your money. You feed it with your time. You feed it with your talents. You feed it with all this stuff that you keep giving into it, and then be mad when change don't happen. Change ain't gonna happen because you feeding it. Change only happens when we drastically and honestly, dramatically call for change. Sometimes change is violent. But we too afraid. We too afraid to ask simple questions. Oh. And then when you do ask the question, you're being accused, okay, of blaming the church. Why are you blaming? Get the fuck, y'all. I'm so sick and tired of y'all sitting up here trying to act like I am the biggest advocate against the church. No, I love God. What I don't like is what's on display. There's a difference. I love God. I don't like what's on display. So when I see something that's on display, Nakia Monet is going to say something. Because I don't have a form of godliness in denying the power thereof. I don't have that. Y'all do. Y'all have that. All of y'all that sit back complacent and compliant and don't say nothing, don't get outraged. We did how many shows did we do about that young girl in Iowa and that nasty bishop? How many shows did we do? Nothing. Because y'all too afraid. But guess what y'all got? Guess what y'all got angry about? Let's go here. Let's see what y'all got angry about. What did y'all little fake outraged people get angry about? Oh, y'all got angry about, so you think you can preach? Just a bunch of, you're just wishing. Who the hell cares that someone was going to put on a platform service for so you think you can preach? First of all, the whole concept came from a dance show. So you think you can dance? You should have just laughed at it. But no, how many posts did I see from the prophets of God? Y'all prophets and you mad at that? But you ain't mad at the sexual exploitation of children? Oh. You mad at a, so you think you can preach? How many y'all don't call this is blasphemy? Oh, I ain't never in my good life got the man canceling his so you think you can preach. Okay, he ain't doing no so you think you can nothing. Okay, y'all done got the man to cancel his so you think you can preach. Okay, or but y'all not mad about the sexual exploitation of children. Y'all not mad about a bishop literally using Old Testament Bible to say that it was natural and normal for a man to marry a child. Y'all are some of the most backwards and vile people that I know. Because anyone that can sit back and be idle and be silent about the sexual exploitation of children, but be so pompous and loud about some stupid ass so you think you can preach, are you dumb? You know, I need to ask Charlemagne to let me use Remy Ma's, you stupid mother, you dumb, like for real. I'm with you. Listen, If you're gonna be mad, at least be mad at all of it. I'm here for it. I'm here for being mad at all of it. Because you want to know what I said about this? So you think you can preach? Y'all sit up here and think that this is something new. Okay, when I was preaching and doing these platform services, that's all y'all did was compete with who can bring who made the people who made the people holler, who brought the people into a dance, who made the people, how did the people get with you? Ain't that what y'all say? How they got with me. Oh, we had church when I got up there. Oh, yeah, because when I got up, I had to go correct what so-and-so said behind me because that was all wrong. Ain't that what y'all used to say? Y'all said all that types of foolishness, but got to sit up here and be mad about it so you think you can preach. Half y'all go on Facebook Live and stuff, fighting and competing for numbers and shit, seeing how many people on your live, how many views you get, how many likes and shares you get. Some of y'all literally sit up here and be like, you know what? Well, I am not going to release what the Lord. This is what y'all do. Let me do it. I'm going to show y'all what y'all do. I am not going to release what the Lord has given me to release. Y'all need to like and y'all need to share. Y'all need to tag all of your friends into this video. Tag everybody, because until these numbers reach 300, I am not going to release what the Lord has to say. We need these numbers to go up. All y'all do that. What was the big deal? I said, oh, y'all and y'all little fake outrage. Y'all be fake mad at the world when you should be mad with yourselves. TD Jakes did it. Wasn't none of y'all upset about that. But y'all see Greg Davis do it. Next, you know, it's this big old abomination and all this other extra stuff. Y'all selective. One thing about me, I ain't selective with what I don't like. If I don't like it, I don't like it. And I ain't selective with what I don't like. I'm consistent. I'm naturally consistent with what I don't like. Okay. Naturally consistent. Okay. So when I don't like it, I don't like it. And it's not a like across the board. Okay. Y'all ain't even consistent with your non-likes. You're just lost and confused. Okay. And that's what's wrong with you. Listen, that's why I said, I was like, you know what? I'm beginning to really question some of these elementary, junior high, and high school diplomas because y'all ain't picking y'all hard right. Okay. Let me say this. Facebook is not hard. But coming on my post and disrespecting me, yeah, that's hard. Choose your hard wisely. Don't come on my post disrespecting me. Because some of y'all gonna find yourself blocked, but what's gonna come before that block is gonna be a good cuss out. Period. Because what I don't do, I don't go on none of y'all shit disrespecting y'all. I don't. I really don't. And I have bypassed many a post. So you don't agree with something? At least disagree respectfully. But don't sit up here. Dude gonna ask me, did you look up the school? I said, no, the question is, did you? Fuck you. Coming on my damn post questioning whether I looked up something. Somebody else did that. I posed a thought. Well, what do you think? I'm the one posing the thought. You're on my post. What do you think? Well, I'm asking you, but I'm not playing that psychological game with none of y'all. Because I know what I think. And when I do my show on sex in the church, y'all gonna fully understand what I think. Okay? Fully understand what I think. But I'm not playing this game with nobody. No more. I'm telling y'all right now. When you come on the Kia Monet page, stop playing with me. Because I'm not playing on this stuff no more. You're getting a little too free with your little words and stuff, and it's disrespectful. Period. So stop playing with me. And that's that. I got it off my chest. Class is over for now.